company, always on the run. A destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands. Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me Bad Company.
And you know what? I think that song fits tonight. Ladies and
You are
gentlemen,
not wrong, my friend.
I know you want your speech and you're going to get it, and we're all going to get it. But let me get my little 2 cents before we even get really cranking. And here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put it blunt and be honest. Kickside is not going to like me tonight. No way, no how they're going to like me. They told me flat out to call them out when they make mistakes. Storm Chaser said it himself to me. Well, guess what? I'm calling you out, Kickside, because you fucked up. Period. Now, we're going to get into all this. I'm going to introduce my panel. My panel, some of them are always like Champ, mellow and relaxed. Like a Champ, you're the band for that. And then you got Killer that's usually laughing, go lucky and happy. And you got Hydra that tries to be always happy and kissing up to his girlfriend on here. You got Iron that literally so many years know and respect that because he's such a nice guy. But today I literally had to talk him into not leaving the game. He was ready to walk out. I'm sorry. That's kind of scary right there in my mind. You got Z-Man. Unfortunately, he's going to show us something that no one's going to want to admit. Live. Unfortunately, he can't mute because he's got kids, or unmute, excuse me, because he's got kids. But he wants to show people, so he has made a point of being here. We got Doc is just drooling to give it away. Just let it rip.
I've been busy all day. And about an hour ago, I got a PM from Roy. There's a show link. I got on a show link. I gave him 10 minutes. I went to make a sandwich. I came back. I looked at the mega briefing for all of 5 minutes, read through it, and I've been writing for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm not done.
Yeah, he's not even done. And then we got Brandy that she's trying to keep everybody mellow by making little jokes, but everybody's so pissed off we're all ready to choke her. Here's the deal. We're going to do the update notes. I'm going to try to stay from the upgrade notes. By the way, welcome to Upgrade Commander. No longer War Commander. It's official.
It's not even Farm Commander anymore either.
If you don't mind, I will take the quote unquote mega briefing. You do the main notes.
We're going to do the regular notes first, which I'm going to turn my screen share on. The patch notes, as they want to call it nowadays, first. You could do the mega fucking Helen briefing, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. But as you can see from my screen, we got the patch notes. The following changes and fixes have been applied. We'll skip right over to the fucking CC shit and just go to the bug fixes. That's about all I should do, probably. Fixed an issue where purchasing Dina would remove Expert Dina from the gear store. What? What? You purchased Dina and she removed Dina from the Expert. Why didn't you just purchase the Expert in the first place?
Because you can't. They changed the rules.
No, you can, and you did, and you should have.
Can I say welcome to Fuckeye?
I don't get that one. That one's
Here's the thing. I purchased Expert Dina straight away. I didn't have to buy normal Dina.
Neither did I.
I didn't have to buy normal Jericho. I didn't have to buy normal the other fucking asshole.
If you purchase Dina from the gear store, you will need to scrap her. Everybody had to do that. Dina, when it first came out, you had to scrap her to rebuild the Expert, which was still the stupidest thing Kickside did in a long time up till now.
Because they planned originally, Kixeye planned to make the Special Forces go to expert level, but because they encountered so many problems doing it, they never bothered.
Yeah,
it's like you would never able to build. You couldn't upgrade expert grenadiers, for instance.
I see that was the same thing with all the experts. I mean, you had to downgrade everything else and rebuild them.
Purchase an expert Dina required you to purchase Dina first. That explains it. So it did require you to do that. I'm glad they fixed that.
I never did.
That was a glitch on them. As a result, it lowers the price of expert Dina to $350. Well, that's still
well, what they should have done is, lock the unit, lock the expert, and then make it so you can only upgrade the regular Dina or unlock the regular Dina, because I did the same thing with my old AS. Now I'm finding out about this.
Is the tech still more cost more than the damn Dina herself?
Yeah.
The tech is still more expensive than Dina herself. Whew. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now,
I'm going to go and read the Spec Ops.
I don't want.
That's a little bit it's a little bit further up, but it's just under the CC crap.
Oh well, yeah, they do it. The only thing positive about this whole thing, they did awesome job with 2 new Spec Ops, or excuse me, not even 2 new ones. They adapted the Jumbo Jet. Now it includes metal and oil up to 1,000% and production. So from your depots and your pumps inside your thing, you're now going to get, if you have that on, 1,000% more. That's crazy.
And you can have that on for a full day, because that's 24-hour off.
Yep, that's
if you extend it.
Yep. This one kicks major ass, though. Increased melon oil acquired in rogues by 1,000%. So if you're hitting 60s, you're getting a fuckload. You're hitting 30, 35s because you're low level, you're still getting the fuckload.
But we fucked you on 95% of the other shit in this update.
Yep.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there. Here's something not even discussed with us, but they did it anyways, which I don't really have a problem with this. Does anybody really have a problem with this?
No.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, maybe we could catch some of these other hiders a little more.
Bug fixes is actually what we need.
So I'm okay with the bubbles now for 2 Starlink 27 hours. I'm good with that. I have no real problem with that. Now,
I am fully prepared.
I don't know if I am.
Can I hide in the corner, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. By the way, I called this shit. I called it. I want it on the record. I did call. If you go back to previous shows, I called this shit.
We did.
There she is, Phil. Level CC14 has arrived, and I take it away, Phil.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Command Center 14 has dropped. I'll save my rant till the fucking end because it might take a little while. And as we've expected, and as Kixeye have been, what's the word I can say, teasing this for some time with snippets of information and all the usual bollocks, we have Command Center 14, which is how many days to upgrade, Roy?
11 days.
11 days. It actually says it right in fucking front of me. The upgrade time is the same as CC13, which we thought it was going to be more. We discussed it quite extensively. 11 days is acceptable.
I'll go 11 days. All the stuff they jammed in 11 days is pretty good.
So that's about the only thing through this list that is going to be acceptable. Because we've got resource and thorium storage, 26 through 30. And I think we've discussed pre-show, the current maximum without compression is around 650 mil. I think. It might be slightly higher, it might be slightly lower. New levels 26 through 30 require CC14, increases storage, new functionality, vault protection. Protect up to 60% of stored resources when your storages are destroyed. So unless your storage is at level 26 and somebody hits you with the master loot, bye-bye res.
Be honest.
That's Rogue. Sorry.
I don't give a shit.
I honestly, that's the stupidest fucking thing I could have ever heard in my life. Because it says 26 through 30. The vault protection, from what I can gather, doesn't seem to be applied at level 1. Which, for something like that, it should be. So again, that's 1 step across the canyon and 14 steps the other way. Barracks 16 through 20, I have a separate rant about this as well. No, Master Loot does not work in bases, Todd. I screwed up something else. I got it confused as Master Thief. Now, Master Thief, if you can ever get one, which is rare.
1 out of a 2 trillion, maybe?
I believe someone said the drop rate was 0.05%.
Yeah, I've been playing this game for how long, and I've never seen one.
I have seen 1 in my life.
Yeah, but was it yours?
Yes, it was. And I took screenshots and posted it everywhere. If you go back about 3 years, you might find it.
Oh, only 3 years. Is that all? Jesus, Phil.
Yeah.
Just yesterday.
That's too much work.
Barracks. Again, separate rant about this a little further down. CC14 requirement unlocks war production at level 16. War production automatically deploys infantry units while under attack. Level up to select more powerful infantry. Now, it says in little grey lettering here, which I don't know how true it is. Levels 11 through 15 upgrades have had their RFS. Oh, no, that's res. Sorry, something on my screen. It's res and time cost reduced by how much? I do not know. War Factory, new levels 21 through 25. CC14 again. Unlock war production at level 21. War production automatically deploys vehicles while under attack. Level up to select more powerful vehicles. Same bullshit as before. Level 16 through 20 have had their res and time cost reduced again. By how much? I don't know. Bunker, Stronghold, Watchtower, new levels 11 through 13. CC14 requirement, increased capacity and HP. There's a joke coming here in a minute.
Oh, that's a joke right there.
The whole thing's a joke.
10 have been reduced and swapped to different types instantly, which is now 5 seconds.
They should have done that how long ago, though? Honestly,
years ago. Years ago. But the joke with this one is...
They finally fixed it. Hey, good job, Kickside. Fix one thing, break 100.
The jokes with this one so far is what? They dropped 2 days off level 10 to 11, I think, didn't they?
They dropped 2 days from 10 to 11.
And then put 25 on the back end.
Yeah, what it is 1 through 10, they took 2 days off. They added 3 levels and added 25 days. So if you do the math, that's 23 days times 5 is how much, Phil? Anybody got a clue?
23 multiplied by 5 is 118, I think.
Close so we got 118 days added on just in bunkers, never mind CC or anything.
It might be slightly more, it might be slightly less. That's an estimation.
Yeah, we're on the estimation scale right now today because if I want to sit here and calculate, I'd probably leave the game.
True. But that's, again, but 2 days per bunker, so you go from... It closely resembles about just over 115 days, Todd says there. Yep. So if you take off the 2 and multiply that by 5 and take 10, it's 105 days. So, yeah.
So excited.
Maths. Yay. Now, this is the bit that I read and it pissed me off a little bit. The Tower Heavy platforms swap turrets and platforms instantly, 5 seconds, beginning at level 10. Not level 1, not level 5, level 10. And requires CC14 for it to happen. So if you don't have CC14...
You're fucked.
You're fucked.
I thought that was already fixed, but why did they change it to because they were all 5 seconds before, and now they're not?
Some of them were 5 seconds, some of them weren't. The upgrades used to... After level 5, there used to be thorium.
Spencer, I agree with you. What the fuck?
No, it was I think it was from level 4 to level 8 was thorium, and they took that away and made it time. It's not a lot of time, but it's time nonetheless.
I love this one. These guys are definitely not liking this tonight. Oh, wait, it gets better, guys.
Oh, they're half res now. Is that it? Only half res? That's bullshit.
Well,
Yeah.
8 to 9 was only cut back 4 hours.
Only
I'm
4
sorry,
hours.
9
That
to
it.
10. 9 to 10 was only cut back 6 hours.
Oh, that's so great.
The Go-Go Bar.
Phil loves this one.
This is by far the stupidest fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. And why does it have to require 2 levels for you to do something players have been asking for ever since the Go-Go Bar was created?
I
do believe the Go-Go Bar was integral to the game 7 years ago when it came out.
I go with what Dark Turd says, retarded kickside.
Wait, it's not over. Let him finish.
Oh, I'm not done. So levels 21 and 22. Level 21 is take control of attacking units and test your own defenses. Swap between attack and defense at will. Why? And unless you've got 2 computers and 2 sets of hands and 4 fingers, and
you can log in at 2 places at the same time.
You can manage to play War Commander like fucking Ganesh with 8 fucking arms. You're just not going to be able to do something like that. I mean, I program for a living, and I would find that extremely difficult. I'm a multitasker. If you've ever watched me play any games of any kind, I'm a multitasker. I can do 100 different things at fucking once. But that is by far the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my life. And level 22 is use any publicly available units to attack your base via the Go-Go Bar, which means now you can, if you get to level 22 in the Go-Go Bar, you don't have to unlock something in order to test it out on events.
I need to tell you,
that's about the only plus side to this upgrade.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you have enough time to get this shit to get a level 22 Go-Go Bar, more than likely you upgraded most of other stuff. That probably means you almost have every fucking unit out there to upgrade, you know?
That too.
And they only charge you 2 days to level it up. Way.
Only 2 days. Only 2 days. Well, if we discount everything else and add the 110 days, give or take an hour, to the 110 days, it's 3 months.
I'm looking for Killer. Is he in here?
Months.
Yeah, he's in here.
That's 3.5 months for your towers alone, on top of what you haven't upgraded already, that you want to upgrade or need to upgrade, plus the 11 days on top for the CC14, which takes it to over 120 days, which is over 4 months at this point. And I haven't even factored in war factory upgrades or barracks or resource storage on top. We're at 4 months, and I haven't even gone through all the numbers because I don't know them all. And frankly, I don't fucking care.
I want to give kudos to Kickside for the cheapest upgrade. It was 80 gold for this crap Go-Go Bar with no boost or buff. That was the cheapest. 2 levels, 80 gold each.
80 gold each?
Yep. Each level.
Now that's a bunch of bull.
Oh, wait a minute. Quick.
You haven't heard.
Wait a minute. Quick. How much gold did you spend? And I don't even think you're finished it. How much gold so far?
So now 18,000.
And he was maxed before this.
Yeah, shit is bananas.
And you haven't finished yet, have you, Quick?
No, not yet. I got to do my thorium.
I've got them. Well, it's not going to be a completely accurate algorithm.
It's forcing you. This is a killer because for some people this is detrimental. Because once you put on your shield, what you don't realize, you're automatically gonna be in debt in power for like.
Now, by Kickside math, and I know War Commander Gold is a little bit different. By Kickside math, 18,000 gold divided by 48, and it's usually. I'm going on an old method, and I don't know if they've changed it or upped it or lowered it in between that. But 48 gold is usually just spot on the day for Kickside. So if we take 18,000 gold and divide that by 48, that's 375 days.
Wait, right now, Phil, I hate to tell you, I think it's close to 40 now, to be honest. So do it by 40, and remember, he's not even finished yet, and
it is an estimation. I didn't say it was 100% perfect.
Yeah, like all my major shit is done. Like the only things I didn't touch on was like the thorium vaults and the res, because that really doesn't matter.
By 40, it's 450 days.
What really hurt was the bunkers.
The very last bunker.
The last bunker was the one
gold
before.
One.
I think 375 is closer than 450, to be honest.
We spoke to I forgot his name. I'm in another place. Storm Chaser, and they're talking about revising the prices. And I spoke to him about some of us that coined it already. He said they're thinking about, they're gonna figure something out.
Yeah, well, the only reason they're thinking that is because the people like us are speaking up.
Yeah, it's too much.
Wait a minute now, Phil. I want to talk about the walls for 1 second.
You want to talk about the walls for a second? There's a funny picture that comes with that.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Everybody's talking about how they look killer because most of these probably, I hate to tell you, if you put the old wall and the new wall side by side, you almost can't fucking tell them apart.
I was speaking to Clyde in Discord. He was up to 20K. He spent on it.
I heard a rumor that somebody has spent 25K and he's done. And he was done before it. And he's finished now, 25K.
It's just not worth it to go all the way.
I think they were just trying to make the monthly rent kick size so they can stay there another month.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I spent 0.
I had 8K before, and then I had to buy. It's like, thank God for the gold sale, the extra percentage, because damn, that thing will hurt. It's like you just don't want to, It's a hobby. You don't want this to become your fucking like.
But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Let's be absolutely honest. In 6 months, they're going to put another CC out. They've already given us more upgrades than a year.
No, we got to put a stop to this. They're doing too much.
25,000. It could be slightly more or slightly less, and do it by the same algorithm I did before. You're looking at 18 months.
18 months, and that means 2 more CCs after this one.
A lot more than 18 months. It's 520 days.
So think about this. There's going to be 2 more CCs. So that means there's no fucking way in life we'll ever see any close to the end. So guess what? It truly is Upgrade Commander.
Yeah, they gotta slow that down.
I'm not even halfway through the bullshit yet.
No. Let's go to the Defense Lab.
So, we've touched on the walls for a second here, but again, CC14, but the fortified walls have been delayed until further notice. Roy made a point earlier just before that these walls come in blocks of 4. A lot of players, including myself, don't do it in blocks of 4. It's blocks of 2 or 3 or 1 and diagonals.
The front of my drone silo takes 6 blocks. 6 blocks, not 4. But hey, let's change the stamp of it.
Okay, I talked to Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser did say there will be blocks of 1 in there available.
Yeah, but wait a minute. The more blocks of 4 you put together, the more less of the footprint, the less lag. So let's do the math here. If you don't do it that way, you're going to get more lag. If you do it that way, you're going to get less lag. But yet that means you got to figure out how to get the odd-shaped buildings they give us to fit. So you're forcing us to have lag because there's no way to make them fit with 4.
Now let's talk Defense Lab. 26 CC14 requirement, of course, unlocks the CC shield generator.
For 10 days, by the way, Phil. 10 days to upgrade that bitch.
10 days.
I like the Vanquisher shield on my shit.
I can't afford it. I already admit, I coined my CC. Can't do that. I'm fucking tapped.
CC shield generator levels 1 through 5. Reduces incoming damage to the CC and any adjacent buildings which touch it by up to 50%. I'm assuming that's 10% per level.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Now, Roy mentioned something just before the show there, that this thing costs 7,000 power or energy or whatever the hell it's called these days.
Yeah, once you hit that, that's it. Your
shit better, all your power plants better be on overdrive before you even hit that bitch.
And it's like it's forcing you to coin because you're an open target.
Wait a second, guys. We have a small demonstration about this, literally where it shows a Phantom almost still destroying your base with 1 pass. Is anybody interested in seeing that?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Z-Man, if you're ready, he's the one that wants to do the demonstration. He's got a level 2 shield, so it's not maxed. The level 2 shield on.
That overdrive will blow your shit apart.
I'll turn my shit off and I can lock onto him. Hopefully he's ready. Unfortunately, he's getting a sec. Don't forget to turn your screen share on. He showed me this earlier. He showed a bunch of us, and we all shit ourselves. This thing's supposed to be badass. This thing is not badass.
I wasn't impressed.
Considering what we faced before in the event, it's not. What they got in the event and what we got is a different story.
Well, when it pops up, we can have a look.
Todd, right over here, just turned around and said flat out, "Yep, happened to me last night with my Phantom." People are already seeing this. Here we go. Here we go. Z-Man, you can.
Right,
there we go.
Roy. Got it, boy.
No, I hit it with my Herald, and that thing fucking blew apart. But the power plant was on overdrive. That thing blew that thing to smithereens. Everything around it went up in smoke.
He dropped in there. That's a siege squadron.
Oh, he jumped the siege in there because it'll take the fire of everything else. It kind of distracts. That way he can get a good accurate run across the.
Where's his bunkers?
Boom.
Look at that CC.
It
Bunkers
turns colors.
are in 4
I like
corners.
Look at that CC. It's almost dead. And that's a level 40 Phantom.
That shouldn't happen.
That should not fucking happen. You're
That's
telling
with
me
a level 2 shield on it. That's only 20% boost.
That's a 20% boost. What's a 30? So what? If he's at 50%, he's going to get what? He'll have a couple red bars still left?
2 passes for the Phantom, he's gone.
So
that's a go-go bar test.
No, that was actually him having somebody else hit him at the same time. He set this up for us, but we could all see.
That's a legitimate flight test.
I think his bunkers are in the wrong position.
Oh, he's got to redo the base with this new format. Yes, we know. But let's be honest, that should not happen. That should not happen.
The combo is always deadly.
No way in hell that should happen.
No, it shouldn't.
A Phantom should not wipe out a CC in 2 passes if it's got a shield on.
What level was his shield?
Level 2.
Level 2.
That should be 20% reduction.
That's 20%. So what is it? If it's say it's maxed at 50%, maybe that CC is a third dead, 2/3 dead, and leaves a third of it left.
That's it. Fuck no.
That's not going to cut it.
Is that not cutting the cheese?
Yeah, that was pretty.
Oh, they're cutting the cheese and they're shitting their pants too.
I would like to see that test in a high level base.
It wasn't the idea of the base, Quick.
Because because if you do it wrong,
your support units would take the
support. Yeah, exactly.
We were just trying to show that a Phantom could literally take it by itself.
I understand that, but I just,
I mean, in my opinion,
a video of the Max Shield kill doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That was surprising.
AJ said the same thing. Yep. AJ said right there. I showed a video of Max Shield kill doing the same way. It's not as strong as everybody wanted. It's not what we fought against in the event. That's not what we saw in the event now, was it, guys?
No.
Well, when that damn shield was in the event, we were all screaming. We couldn't touch that CC. We couldn't hurt it.
Only way you could take it out during the event was to actually take the power boost plants that generated it.
Mm-hmm.
Where now, instead of it having something where you can actually take something out to try to be able to break it and beat it, you now have to kill the CC to get rid of it.
I was using 10 phalanx level 20 after the shield was down, and it still wasn't going down easy.
And guess what? A level 40 Phantom, which what I have, Quick has, most of us on this panel have.
Yep.
That's not what we wanted to see out of the shield. Am I wrong or am I right, guys?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. Storm Chaser just talked. Okay, it's not meant to be the same shield as the event, right? They that had equal machines to disable the shield. We understand that, but when we asked for the shield, we asked for something stronger because the units our units, the Prophet, the Darkstorm, the Jug are getting so goddamn strong that the buildings just collapse with one shot. It's not worth it to us. A level 40 Phantom wiped the CC out before. Now it's still getting wiped out. It's not what we asked for.
I'm wondering when we're gonna get our fire grates.
I don't want fire grates in my base.
Don't want them. You need a base expansion for fire grates.
And then on top of it, with all the animation, you're talking more lag.
Yeah.
So yeah, the level 40 Phantom is doing a fair amount of damage. Fair amount. It almost flattened it. One pass.
Yeah, I am a little pissed I spent that much to David Snyder. But yeah, I'm competitive, so yeah.
Well, one of the questions there too, quick, is how much XP did you go up on that?
Oh yeah.
I'm a level 51 now.
51. He was at 50. You were about halfway through 50, or a little more.
Oh no, I was only 2 billion away.
So he went over 2 billion, and he's still not done.
Yeah.
So let's push it on.
Wait a minute. What's a Darkstorm DPS? Anybody know off the top of their head?
About 1 million, I think.
He says, I've seen the shield take a Darkstorm shot for a long time. The DPS on a Darkstorm?
I mean, Darkstorm usually takes a long time to take a regular
DPS
CC without the shield.
Yeah, I mean the DPS on a Darkstorm is nothing. We don't count on the Darkstorm, but for its shield, for its shadow, not for its power.
Then the Jug in there that's got 2 points.
Yeah, launch the Jug after that and see what happens.
Okay.
Jug shot, yeah.
A level 21 Darkstorm is 977,778.
So a level 21, that's a mega. That's a mega Darkstorm.
Yes.
That's not even 1 million, right?
No.
Not even 1 million DPS. What's the Phantom?
No, it's way less.
But the Phantom shoots how much more?
Yeah, it has the component.
It has like 200K, but here's the thing. No offense to your Storm Chaser, the Darkstorm shoots the DPS for the Darkstorm. It's a lot higher than the Phantom.
The Darkstorm's is more of a support unit.
It's
just a support unit.
It's the component in the Phantom that makes it that's doing that damage.
Because a level 33 only is 129,719.
160 for a 40.
All the technology on top. It's just strictly a level 33 Omega Phantom.
Hold on.
I'm trying to reload my game, so
it's once.
Wait
a minute, guys. Go ahead, Caleb. What is a level 40?
160,999 is what the level 40 Omega Phantom is.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, it kills Tex in one pass. That's 1.5. So it's just a component in the
shots
Phantom.
it's dropping too. If it's dropping, probably when it's passing that Phantom about 20-25 shots. Do you see how much that is?
Exactly.
That would be like 3 to 4 billion.
Yep.
No, 3 to 4 million. 3 to 4 million.
Yeah, what we're saying, Storm, is a DS shoots. How fast does a DS shoot? 1-2 shot, or what? Every 3 seconds, maybe.
Yeah, it's light.
And it's not like a Phantom jumping 100 bombs at once and just ripping the damn thing down. We're not impressed with the shield. That's how we break it down. Let's be honest. We're not impressed with the shield. Considering the amount of gold that people are spending to get the shield, they're really not impressed. Even if I had the gold right now to buy the coin to get the first level of shield, I still wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. I was, when I first heard the shield was going to be in people's bases, I was like, oh fuck, here we go. We're going to have to take multiple tunes to a base.
Can I bring up something else on the Omega Phantom? If you also got that tech in the epic tech in the war paint, that's 7% increased damage.
I have a camo.
Then the target visor is an additional 50% damage, so it's getting 57%.
Guys, wait a minute.
You have a damage increase too.
Somebody said they dropped the Herald on the CC. How did that do?
Yeah, the Herald that's it. It blew up.
The Herald kicked its ass. It took its shot like it usually does, but the Herald kicked its ass.
It's normal. To us, it's normal. You put a Herald over that damn thing, it's normal.
If you get that close, you need some revising on your base. It's meant to take other things.
All right, I'm going to make a suggestion. More testing needs to be done. It can't be done live, otherwise this is going to take all fucking night.
We need these damn previews fixed.
That little blue aura is pretty goddamn cool.
Oh yeah.
It's cool, but it just don't have the power.
I wish it was
changed.
on some acid.
It's not what we wanted. It's what we wanted. It's just not. It's not the strength we predicted or figured, or it's just not doing it.
I'm more concerned about the prices.
The price of but that's what I'm saying. For the price that you guys paid to have it today or have it yesterday, it wasn't worth it.
Well,
I actually feel like most of these guys got kicked in the nuts.
The price is that kind of goes towards the time.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about it.
I mean, with the time comes the price, and so what they need to do is reduce the time because not everybody coins like some people. I'm not coining it.
They're not going this time.
They need to rethink their upgrade times because we're going to spend months to years.
We already figured it out, Champ. It's literally is close to 18 months with just the upgrades they gave to everybody that's say you were maxed out.
18 months is an approximation. It's not spot on.
Champ was 100% maxed out. He's got now 18 months. Never mind the two or three CCs he's going to get in the meantime. That's impossible. And I'm not saying we should be maxed out tomorrow unless we coin. We shouldn't get an upgrade that's 5 seconds. I get that. But what I am saying is you shouldn't be adding 18 months to one CC upgrade. I understand if you want to do it where we're like, okay, a couple months after the next CC.
No, I mean, because it's been,
it's a bit crazy.
It's relatively like every 6 months, I think.
Yep. They acknowledge that. Every 6 months we get a new CC.
Every 6 months, a new CC. Along with the new CC, we get upgrades to other buildings. They should at least combine those upgrades with all those buildings they're giving us. Make it at least 6 months. Instead of whatever, there's 18 months.
I would settle for 9 months. You fall a little behind, that's one thing. But following 18 months?
Yeah. There has to be profitability in these things. This is the
3 times the time.
That's 3 CCs. That's 3 CCs we're going to get. On top of this one. And there's no fucking way. Here's my language. No way.
No language escalation is necessary here, but the Kixeye have to make something worthwhile. Not only to the players, but to themselves at the same time. And although there is 18 months is a fuck of a long time.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't sound like much because we're already fucking over halfway through 2018 at the moment, but 6 months doesn't sound like a lot, but in some cases it is, and in other cases it isn't. And if you're going to do, say, you want to work on, you've got your bunkers maxed at this point in time, and you want to work the next bunkers, you won't have them done until fucking Christmas.
And here's
today.
Here's another little thing to give you an idea, okay? We got 18 months added on to us, and I wasn't even completely maxed. My power plants were, my major buildings were, okay? But to be absolutely fucking honest, you just added probably over give or take 18 months. But what's that mean you added to the lowers that weren't even close to me?
I'm looking at almost 3 years.
3? Yeah, Iron's looking at 3 years to catch up to me. Well, Iron, I better stop playing right this second.
And that's not going to fucking happen.
I don't know. I was pretty when I said in previous shows. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't lied to anybody yet. In previous shows, I turned around and said they're going to take 2 days off here and then shove umpteen days up this way like they've always done. They did exactly that. Normally, it's they add 15. They added 25, 23, whatever. They keep adding and adding. And I'm starting to really look at this game differently. For the first time in a long time, I'm looking at this game as it's upgrade. I understand you got to pay the bills. You got to get us the coin. You got to get us to be here to want to play. But adding 18 months and we know we're going to get 3 more CCs makes me say
no.
Don't forget about the shit in between that too.
Yeah, on top of that, in case
fucking event next week. Oh my god!
Event, invasion, shadow ops.
Yep.
Faction bases.
And then they're making all these promises to reduce the older units for the lowers. They haven't done that yet. This would have been a great opportunity for that. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, they worked very hard to roll this out as smoothly as possible. And yes, there's some glitches I'm going to touch on. Like one of them is, if anybody hit anybody, because PvP cost is screwed up right now. They acknowledged it. They're working on it. They don't know what caused it, but it's screwed up. Your PvP tunes are not the same prices they were. So
there's still a bunch of shit to go through.
Oh, wait, I know, but I just want to touch on that. So they, like I said, they worked hard to get this to roll out pretty smoothly. Then, oh, by the way, the rings around your bases that everybody busted their ass with infamy to get. Oh, wait, they're gone. You logged in, your gold ring or silver ring's gone. Now we got this white little aura.
Yeah, what the hell happened to my gold ring?
What happened to my gold ring? Gone.
I don't have one.
Spent a pretty penny trying to earn that thing.
If you my whole clan logged in, which they have, all the gold rings are gone.
I see. Yeah, the ones that haven't logged in, they still have the gold.
That's it.
I had some sort of weird white ring. So.
Yep. So let's see. They have acknowledged this. They acknowledged. You know, like I said, they did a really good job. They didn't have to take the game down 15 times like previous CCs. They worked real hard to get it to roll out smoothly. They rolled it out smoothly. But it wasn't ready. They acknowledged, oh, we're going to make adjustments. But it wasn't ready. They shouldn't have rolled it out. They should have said, hey, we decided since the days and times weren't tested, we didn't talk to nobody. We just want, it should have put it off the next month.
Storm Chaser put in YouTube chat, those are being fixed, be released next week.
Yeah, but okay. It's going to be fixed next week, but the problem is now.
That's all right. I don't
really care about the ring, but it's things that the stuff that we need to acknowledge that did get messed up.
Right,
like I said,
I want to touch on these building upgrades a little.
Well, let's talk.
I feel like beating a dead horse. That's already been beaten to death. About these base upgrades. We've beaten the dead horse on the time upgrade.
Oh no, we're not done yet. But we're not done beating this horse because there's a couple things that didn't get reduced at all, but they added way too much time to it.
I had a simple question about walls.
Go ahead.
Broken.
With the new walls that we've got, we upgrade them. Mine are not. I have not got CC14 done yet. We built those things. When we go to the new walls, the fortified walls, do we have to go through this upgrade again?
Dutch, that's a good question. Are we going to have to upgrade our walls again to get the new 4 walls? And Dutch, they're never going to agree to that because too many of the lowers, and what I'm addressing, by the way, is how about making the resource storage buildings and door, metal, and oil, make them 5-second upgrades. they'll never agree to that because too many lowers still don't hold enough to upgrade the maximum CC, the maximum tech center, and so on and so on. They're never going to agree that because then people are going to want it. They would stop using compression, and compression makes them money.
So
go champ.
Before this update, our maximum storage capacity without compression was approximately 650 million.
Correct.
Besides the last update, not this past one, just now, the most resources we needed was 600 million.
Correct.
The CC was 450 million. What the hell do we need 5 levels of storage for?
I have no idea, champ, but maybe then that's a hint for the next CC?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying.
4 months worth of Thor upgrade for 51 million Thor. What the hell is coming that with 4 months of Thor upgrades? That's if it's only 6 days for each level. The first upgrade is 6 days. Is the next one 7, then 8?
Oh yeah, the next one goes up. The next one goes up. I don't know exactly number, but it does.
4 months just for the Thor then.
Yeah, I don't get that. Whatever.
But now
we're still gonna be upgrading the other shit before we start the fucking storage.
Exactly. Okay.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, and then we're gonna get back to Phil.
Because I have a question for Storm. What are they going to do for the lower players right now?
You mean like you? Wait a minute. You're probably one of the not the farthest by any means behind me, but Jessica's definitely behind me more. She doesn't have a prayer in hell. You right now are probably a year and a half behind me, correct? Give or take?
I say 3 years.
No, Iron's 3 years. No, so that puts you're behind Iron probably about another. So for about 4 years.
Yeah.
You're about 4 years behind, even with their so-called reductions.
Yeah, because he's a 43.
I went through everything. I don't see. I'm
a level 46.
What reductions? There is no reductions at all for no units, no buildings, nothing.
There are some reductions for certain levels of certain buildings.
They took 2 days off. They took 2 days total off the bunkers and towers. But then they added 25. So you're now 20. That's per bunker and tower. So you're 20. So technically, you're now 23 days behind.
I'm loving my double bastion. Did I mention it?
I'm going to be completely straight with you. The time list is not listed in the release notes at all. It says they've been reduced, but there is no list that says how much.
Because they don't want us to do the math. They don't. No, wait a minute. Let's let Phil go. Let Phil.
Yeah, go. Just fucking go, dude. Go.
Woo! Get it,
man.
Phil, take off.
We're going to be at this all night if we don't get this fucking shit done.
Let's talk about it. Go.
Let's beat that.
We're gonna keep beating this over the fucking head until it gets done.
If you're not ready for the beating, then I would suggest relax and get a drink.
Get the whipped cream and the bacon.
That's it, baby. That's it. All right.
Hey, that works for me. Power plant level 16 through 20 increases power output and HP,
which is mandatory because of that new shield.
Exactly, Mundo. Weapons lab new levels 5. So I'm assuming that's going from 4 to 5 and not from 5 to 10.
And by the way, remember, everybody, level 4 was 10 days. Level 5 is 15 days. There's no reduction. They didn't reduce it. They didn't look at reducing it. They didn't bother. They just said, hey, have 15 more fucking days right there.
Yeah, that sucks. Because I thought I was doing the defense lab. I started the upgrade. There it is. Hit upgrade. Ching, I fucking golded it. Oh, God damn it.
Well, level 26 is another 11 days on the defense lab.
Well, 15 days to level 5. I golded it by mistake. Whoops.
Well, we did have a defense lab that was 21 days once.
Oh, God, that was a nightmare.
The intention with Fortified Walls was not to have another full set of 13 levels to jump through. That's the intention of Fortified Walls.
Well...
And Hunter is perfectly right. Nothing should cost more to upgrade than the CC.
Agreed. Nothing ever should be there.
Honestly, in my opinion,
building and should cost the most, and nothing should ever be higher than that.
Agreed.
Honestly, this war production, while we're getting to it, they
I'm
should
going
have
to
just
get
done.
there in a minute.
Yeah, we're almost there. Almost there.
Armory, new level 16 through 20. Capacity has been increased by 50%
Now-
for all levels.
Now wait a minute, guys. When I logged in, I was maxed. I logged out before when it kicked me out for the maintenance. I had 50,000 in there. I log in, I got 75,000. Now that kicks ass. Thank you, Kickside, for the gift. That was a gift. But then you add 5 fucking levels and more upgrade time. Okay, first gift me, then kick me in the nuts. You want me to just hold the target right there for you?
You're going to have to paint a bullseye on your balls, Roy.
They
It
got the
seems
blow.
Go ahead, Phil. Keep going
War
before I pass
production.
out.
I was gonna say blow dart.
This
Might as well be.
is something that as soon as I read it, I knew what was coming. And I wanted to save this until pretty well it's last on the list anyway,
Hey,
but I wanted to
wait a
save
minute,
this
Storm
until...
Chaser. Wait a minute. I gave you a nice pat on the back for it. You gave us a gift. Like increase it by 25%. That was a
50.
good thing. That was
It's
great.
50.
50%, but 25,000. That was great. That answered a lot of storage problems. Not where we wanted it, but it did address that. Okay, I understand. But let's be objective. We didn't need the 5 levels there. So that thing was. I'm not going to touch that mother again.
Thing is a beast.
But the situation is all this other stuff. The damn 15 days on a weapons lab, no reductions on previous.
Storm
Come on,
Chaser,
man.
where's your base? Let me test your shield.
Yeah, but it's not in the storage. It's in the armory where we didn't need it. We didn't need the
levels are
armory.
meant to be forward thinking.
Yeah, forward thinking.
not-
So we can jam more
No
shit up our
offense, Storm
ass.
Chaser, but Kickside can do about as much forward thinking as they like, and it's not going to be right. When Kickside do forward thinking, they do it wrong because they don't consult with players in the manner that should be consulted.
Well,
never
no,
have.
what they're thinking,
They
Phil, is
expect
what.
us to swallow it, and we're not going to.
Here's the thing, Phil. This is why he's saying forward thinking. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Kickside will be bringing back what they call some, I think, old school bases, where you need to use certain old school units to do these bases. So you're going to have to rebuild them to get this extra stuff. Okay? So that means, yes, you're going to have to rotate some of the old school in and out of the armory. So that's why they gave us that extra space.
If you've got any.
But in the armory, I got a ton. My storage, I'm gonna have to pull actual daily use stuff out just to put that old school stuff in. So we asked for storage, not armory. There's 2 different buildings, 2 adjustments.
Okay,
Right,
can I
now
say something?
Again, I'm gonna have to quickly defend Kickstarter on the storage part. They won't do anything with the storage because of certain manipulation and minefields.
Yeah, see, even he just said no one should need to upgrade the armory the levels right now. You're right, absolutely. one
Can I
should
say
need-
something, Roy?
Go ahead.
Okay. The thing I've got, only point I really want to make in this, Storm is actually listening to us. He's talking with us. He and his team are busting their ass for us. I know there's a lot of things wrong because let's face it, I was ready to quit. But I just want to point out that Storm's busting his ass for us. He's actually even talking with the
Storm for president. That's all I gotta say.
I thought you
He got demoted.
He's looking into issues with customer support too for us.
Yeah, I know. Look,
I want that
I'm
point
gonna
out.
be honest. Storm and his team have stepped up and now are looking into handling customer service. They're talking to people that have made complaints. Literally has messaged me, do I still have open tickets? Dude, you are kicking ass. But here's the thing. We told you guys in the beginning when you announced the CC was coming out, I called this. I said we do not want you to do 2 days off and add 15 days. You didn't take 2 days off and add 15. You added 25. All you did was say, hey, catch these guys. Hey, lowers, the mid players are never going to catch these guys. And then your guys are going to keep amping up the
Wait till
bases.
the end, Roy. Wait till this is all over. I will go through this in a way that you would never see. So let's hit on war production real quick.
Yeah.
And wrap this bitch up, and then go on to the next piece. So, the barracks and war production. Open the war production menu. Some bullshit there. Select your units. It's simply it's a building spawner. That's exactly what it is. It is a building spawner that you will get in the bases. You know, the blue barracks and the blue war factory in certain bases that would spawn shit at you. Now, of course, you must own the units to be able to use them in war production, and the full list is at the bottom of the page, which we'll go through after that. You set the production unit of what you want to appear, whether it be liberators or whatever's in this list here, liberators, chaplains. Well, I don't know what that guy is, and a dog.
That's the new war dog. It's a mean shit.
Storm Chaser. I haven't upgraded the. I haven't even touched the armory, and I got the free 25K. So everybody should have got it.
Everybody did. Everybody did.
The increase in sizes for all levels, so it doesn't matter if you've got a level 1 storage, level 1 armory, or a level 20 armory. You're going to get a 50% extra. No. Thank you, Undercover. That is a breacher that I missed. I didn't know what that was, so I've been out for too long.
Oh, the breacher. Yeah, we really want them to come out of out of that barracks.
Oh, is that the fucking shotgun knobhead that does absolutely nothing?
Yeah, because the range is so short that you could probably step on it first.
Yeah, that was the last unit I encountered. So.
But that bang was devastating. That shot is devastating against phalanx.
Okay, Storm Chaser wanted to clarify. Yes, we are the towers. You got 5 towers. You took 2 days off the original levels. Then you said, hey, guess what? You had 25. Now that's 25.
The armory could be completely different in his upgrade time.
Oh, I don't know what the armory is because I didn't look at it. I don't need it. Nobody needs to touch it for probably the next, I don't know.
3 months?
Nah, I go 6, 8 months, no problem.
Yeah, I'll be a waste of.
It's our towers and bunkers that are just fucking out of control. There's 115 days added just to towers and bunkers total. That's almost what? That's 3 months, Doc? 4 months?
Just on. It's almost 4.
That's only that's only like the big issue is like the bunkers,
the power plants, the bunkers. You got 5 buildings. They're not one building. That's what's killing us.
Yeah, because the first level is like one. I had a coin. It forces you to coin your power plants because once you put up your shield, you have to.
You absolutely cannot go. You have to. You know, it's on paper. I think on paper they say, hey, the bunkers would need to be so many days, but they don't realize bunkers means 5. Power plants means multi, so on and so on. It on paper it's like one building to them.
Roy, it was so funny when I had my
Roy, let me share my screen real quick.
Hold on, brother. Where are you? Hold on.
My PPs were maxed, so when I put on the shield and it was level 5.
I heard you
like
scream.
Fucking 15K under power. I was like, what the fuck?
Champ, you're on. What's up?
All right, look at this, guys. So I haven't upgraded shit yet. My CC is upgrading. I have a fully max base as it is. I'll zoom out for you guys. And look at my fucking power. 98 out of 100K. That's with no overdrives going. So I'm almost fucking maxed on my power already. So as soon as I upgrade this motherfucker, I'm going to be under power. I'm going to have to put this motherfucker on overdrive just to keep my base fucking going.
Yeah, that's exact. And that champ, as soon as you put that shield on, never mind all the other buildings that you're going to have to upgrade along the way. Does the defensive lab take more power? Does anybody know?
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
Let me check. Wait a minute. I want to upgrade my towers.
5,000.
I DC'd. I think it does. Everything increases the power.
Right there.
It takes 5,000.
Click on that.
Looking at it right now.
Chip, click on upgrade just so we can see it.
I can't.
No, my defense.
No, right there. It does, power usage, another 5,000. Right there in black.
No, it's already maxed out. It's already maxed out.
That tells you when you're maxed out, it's going to use 5,000.
Everything increases in power.
So you're going to use more power. It's mandating you do power plants. It mandates you have to do these stuff. So it's making us fall farther behind. And you know, like I said, on paper, I guarantee Storm Chaser looks at it on paper, says bunkers, power.
So this is the thing.
The column is 1, not 5.
This is the thing about this fucking this towers and bunker upgrades, right?
I just have one thing to say. Everything is awesome, but the time difference is just
a kick in the nuts.
It's just
the time fucking sucks.
They did everything right,
but
crazy.
Anyway, this is what really pisses me off about this tower upgrade.
Oh, we were gonna get that, Chip.
You're not even able to put a third fucking snipe or sharpshooter or Draken in there.
Nope.
That's the fucking thing that pisses me off.
The
and
grand
it doesn't
total,
add the fucking range.
The grand total of the new tower with all 3
700
is what? It's
700. 700.
Yeah. So it's what, 200? It's 200 more. It's not even enough to put anything.
150 more.
The max was supposed to be 750, I thought.
Nope.
It is because 550 was the original max. They added it's
700. 700.
Quick, what's your max capacity? Oh, I had that.
700 when it's maxed.
So it's literally
for the 18th fucking time.
700.
There's only 150 space.
And we can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, you can. You just got to think outside the box.
Yeah, you think outside the box. I'm thinking inside my drink.
Mine's are max 700 right now.
I know yours is, but I'm just trying to.
No, I mean the placement of the units inside. You have to think out. The only thing you really could stick in there are max liberators. You could stick 2, and then you could stick riflemen. To give an example, you're gonna have 2 and 3. So that's a total of 5 new units.
All right, guys. Let's get back to Doc here. Doc, please go on to this.
I agree with
the last thing on this list is the thing that annoys me more than anything else. So the war production units, it unlocks after you upgrade them. 1 infantry spawns every 20 seconds in the barracks, and 1 vehicle spawns every 30 seconds in the war factory. And this is war production. Now, the barracks has to be level 16 before any of these units can start coming out. And you get liberators at 16, acolytes at 17, Spartans at 18, detonators and war dogs are unlocked at 19, and chaplain breaches and drakens are unlocked at level 20.
Hell yeah, with the drakens.
Here's the thing that annoys me. If what this does at this point is the Great Divide, as it has always been, that I coined this fucking phrase and it's been stolen by everybody else ever since. The Great Divide has just become the Great fucking Monstrosity.
Basically. What is that big trench in the sea that they can't?
The Mariner's Trench.
Yeah, the one that they really can't figure out how deep it is.
The one that they've never actually been able to get to the bottom. The one that goes
Mariana's Trench.
23 miles down to the Earth's crust.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what just happened, guys.
Yeah, I think I was down there in one of my adventures.
Got lost in a fucking Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah,
Bermuda fucking Triangle is where this game is right now. Fucking lost, man.
But I'm telling you, I got a clipboard in front of me because I have my notes, and I try to keep notes. And I'm telling you, on this clipboard, they had power plants, they had bunkers, and I'm telling you, they literally were going down one building. Oh, we'll give them 15 to 25 days total. They only saw it as 1. I guarantee it. They didn't see it as 5 fucking buildings. That's their problem. They don't get into the game and see that it's 5 buildings, it's 4 buildings, it's umpteen upgrades. It's not just 1.
That's just the barracks. Now the war factory gets 5 upgrades of its own, And you get the Hades, the Hammer, the Purifier, the Vindicator, and Phalanx Disruptors and Seekers for level 1 through 25.
Someone's got their YouTube on.
No, it's Killer Queen. Ever since she came in, we got a huge echo.
Hey, Killer Queen.
Oh.
Yep.
I thought I had it all.
What a sex.
Oh, no, I think, wait a minute. Here's a test. Try it now. Let's see. Oh, the echo's gone? No.
Yeah, it was all Killer's fault.
I don't know if it was Killer or not. Sorry, Killer. I tried to test on the mute. But
look, here's the problem that we're looking at now. You've got low end to mid level to around 40, 42, 43 that are going to be sat there now wanting to go and do stuff, wanting to be able to progress in the game, and are just going to get stuck by this because it does require CC 14. So they've got to go through CC 14. And what this is going to do, it's going to make Kixeye ramp up invasion, onslaught, new defensive waves, any defensive waves in the event, and it's going to screw anybody that doesn't have it.
That's it. And Storm Chase, I'm sorry if this makes things worse, but we are fully aware of the content of each building that players have. Okay, if you guys are aware of it, I mean, that does make it worse.
Well, the big issue with me is the fucking power. I'm going to be upgrading these fucking buildings. I'm going to be underpowered.
You're going to be a fucking dead target. You're going to be a target with those overdrives.
You fucking screwed it. Oh, the blackout tech gives the fucking overdrive, but I like that tech.
That
so
too.
I'm not playing it.
Yeah, I love that tech.
It comes down to he just admitted they're aware, they know these buildings, but they're not looking at that big picture. Then I guess as a player, they're not looking at it.
No, he's aware of the quantity of the buildings that each players have. That's how many buildings that you have. What they're not taking into account is the average level of the same set of buildings.
It just
regarding the power matter, we want to make power matter. That's God.
Just telling us, hey, we want you to have a problem.
Oh, yeah, it matters. I've got 98 fucking 100K. When I upgrade the CC, I'm over fucking powered.
Underpowered, champ. Underpowered.
Underpowered. Exactly. Yeah, power does matter, but when you force us to, I mean, what do we do? Like, upgrade the CC, upgrade a power plant, and then upgrade a bunker, upgrade the other building, and then upgrade another power plant?
You could do your CC. What puts you on the power is when you do the defense lab and you unlock the shield, and then you place the shield. That's where you go wrong.
Jesus,
that's where shit goes horribly wrong.
Right?
Everyone should have power plants that you can overdrive. Yes, of course, everyone has power plants that you can overdrive. Here's the thing.
Hell no. I saw overdrive. I was like, hell no. I'm not being an open
Kixeye have put out tech for the blackout that destroys overcharged power plants.
Yeah, but you can kill a blackout.
Blackout ain't coming near
no base. You're using your unit, right? I'm sorry, man. That last update with the power, that just totally fucked us.
Isabel Jackson, if you don't like the show,
get out.
I thought I already removed you. God damn it!
Do it again.
No, you muted her for 300 seconds.
Remove it. Dude, somebody I mean, it's one of those same people. I'm not going to bring attention to it again after I say this fucking shit, but. It's the same. It's one person. It always is, because I'm on the show, or for whatever reason, they decide to take offense to it. The bitch did the same thing when I was on BV. The bitch did the same thing when I was on Unshackled, and the bitch is doing the same thing over here.
She follows you. You got a fan.
Stalker would be more appropriate, but let's get on with the show.
Every view counts.
We're doing well tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We're doing well. But again, as far as everything is concerned, what this has done is it's created an even bigger gap than there was earlier. The war production is just going to ramp up defensive difficulty, and it's going to screw everybody that doesn't have it. And everything that is on here, with regards to a few things, should have been adjusted accordingly. All of the buildings that received upgrades levels previously should have received reductions in upgrade. All levels, not some, all levels.
The weapons lab alone. We know the weapons lab is very important because the anti-missile bastion is important. And the last day is 10 days. I get that. But then you go, hey, we had a new level. Have 15 more fucking days. No reduction to the others.
Jumping from 10 to 15 was like the way back when, and most of you guys, if not all, will remember the defense lab. Level 11.
Days from hell.
21 fucking days. And it took them 3 years to put that to a proper format.
Well, I'm just disappointed with the weapons lab that with us getting the ability to put 2 bastions up now, we didn't get a crease in our storage for it.
Our cores.
Yeah.
Yep. No boost in the cores. Things we asked for.
It seems like they decreased the minerals.
Oh
I
my
hit like
God.
a million minerals. I'm like
I got 2,000 chemical, but I ain't got a fucking silicon anywhere.
No silicon. That's the most important. I don't got nothing.
Wiggles has silicone. You need some?
Look,
you can't give that shit away though.
The YouTube is fucking 100% agreeing with this whole situation. You got 53 members, 53 people watching right now, and they're all saying this is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked up, and it is fucked up. You can't tell me that, you know. And on top of it, I mean, I love the focus groups they're trying to do. If they would have let the focus group, hey, what about these times? Do these times seem realistic?
Technical limitations on increasing the Bastion resource cap. Try to address that for the future.
What is really needed for the preview server, I understand it's fucked up, it's broken or whatever. I don't know what's wrong with it. They need to fix that damn preview server for the next update, next rollout of shit like this, so we can see what's worth what.
How many of you guys have been in? I know Roy's been in a focus group. Has anyone else in here been in a focus group?
Iron Hand, Killer Queen.
I've been in one.
Because focus groups are a thing, and they should be a thing, and they should have been a thing for a long goddamn time.
I'm not
Any
invited.
of you consulted in the way that any of this has come out today? Any of it?
Wait a minute. Storm Chase, one thing we are going to help with the Bastion resources is that we are going to adjust the spawning of the resource bases. Instead of 3 days in a row, then that'll actually work. If they do like we originally told them a week or two ago, if they go every other day, that will fucking fix that
Tuesday,
problem.
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's fine.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I'll pat you on the back for that one. Oh, wait, we came up with that idea, didn't we?
Yeah, we did last week.
Yeah.
But
I'll still pat you on the back for listening, dude, because that's what we needed.
Hey, if Isabella comes back,
That's part of your base too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're adding a second damn anti-missile bastion's going to take more power from you.
If Isabella comes back in, don't boot her. Tell her to send Killa a friend request, and I'll hook her up.
Oh my God!
Can I ask a question? Can I make a point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you know me. I like to be a peacemaker, but also
considering I had to talk you into not quitting today.
Yeah, but I'm still kind of a peacemaker. The point is that we need to point out what's wrong, but we need to, I think, level it down a little bit on the hammering. We've got to point out that we're upset. Oh, I know.
We're not done yet, but we're going to finish.
I know, but it's the point of, Storm's getting hammered, and I mean they are busting their ass for us. And I just think that to make it beneficial for the community, we need to make it productive and not just a bash fest.
Yeah, I agree, Iron Man. I agree. I have my moments of pissed offness sometimes.
Well, up until I talked with Roy today, I sent him a message this morning. I also sent Storm a message this morning why I was going to be leaving the game. well, I was going to do upgrades. I wasn't going to be playing much. I was going to play a little here, a little there, just to keep my upgrades going. And I talked with Storm this morning. First thing, he was not even gone to work. He was still at home. He was getting ready to go to work, and he messaged me direct, wanting to know what was going on, what the whole issues were. And I told him what they were. And he listened to me, he talked with me a while. He needed to get ready to go to work. So I basically, we basically said goodbye, for him to have a safe trip and that. And I also messaged Roy to let him know. I did not say anything to anybody else because I wanted to talk with Roy before, jumping off the deep end and killing myself more or less. And we talked, and I'm still on the game. Put it that way.
Storm Chaser just said, yeah, I'm definitely hearing you all. You guys are hearing you all of you guys about this upgrade time. Look, we understand you guys do listen. We do. And we pat you in the back when you guys do right. But to be honest, what you should have done is you take a focus group like you guys are capable and have done. Take a couple good coiners, and there's plenty of them out there. Take a couple non-coiners like Iron. And there's a couple new players that are just entering this game that are in Discord asking a lot of questions, to put them in a focus group and ask them what they thought. And I think you would have got a much better idea about times.
Or occasional coiner like myself that can tell you which ones I do coin and which ones that I don't think it needs to be coined.
I'm going to be honest. I just don't think it's just not. You're not guys seeing the daily grind that we go through, and then we always are riding that line of how fun this game can be and can't be. Because sometimes you guys really do throw some stuff at us that we wanted to question in the first place. Sometimes you guys throw too much. You guys did not talk to us on this. You just said, hey, we got good ideas. And don't get me wrong. I like the idea the barracks do throw some shit out. I like the idea that my war factory throws some shit out. I like the idea of the shield. That's killer stuff. That's great stuff. The towers we've been asking for. But the dates, the times, the power problem, that was all just stuff we're like going, why the hell did you pull this out of your ass?
Dome said a lot of the times were automatically set on following formulas, following the patterns of previous levels. Then here's an idea.
Change the formula.
Change the formula. And the formula...
Throw the formula out.
The formula has to have a word.
Here's the suggestion. You take the old levels and you make the new levels the same time as the old levels. And you pull everything back and you reduce everything below it by 10%.
There's another person. Animal just said, I coined, but I'm not coining the CC or defense level. I don't blame you.
When
the formula is wrong, you rewrite the formula.
You got to, because you don't. You guys keep saying you want to address the Great Divide. Well,
I just addressed it there in one sentence.
And
it's not going to catch up everybody overnight.
No,
Kickstarter can still roll in some money, and its jobs are. It's happy for everybody overall. If everybody takes a reduction, no matter where they are, it's going to help somebody do something lower faster.
Champ, can you do me a favor while you got your screen share on?
What?
Can you show me do the upgrade? Just click on the upgrade of the tower. Don't do it. Just want to see what the difference is in health.
I can't.
Why? You got it on the screen right now.
Well, that's just all I can show.
Just exit off.
Change type. You're on the wrong upgrade screen, buddy.
Yeah, you're on change type. All I want you to do is click off and go back, click on it again and say upgrade. It'll tell us how much health difference it's going to get. Yeah, right there. There's the health. The capacity.
60K.
And it's only getting 60K. That's nothing.
So, no, the thing that pisses me off about the tower and the bunkers and
the
stronghold, they didn't add any range.
No, they
I
didn't
want
add
some
range.
range added. That I don't. They added. I think they added range for this, the stronghold, in the bunkers. Right.
Gold sale time hasn't been set yet.
Yeah, well, right now, if you haven't noticed, a lot of people are saying they're not going to coin.
And I don't blame them.
I got coin. I'm
done coining. I'm done coining any more building right now. I can't afford it. Number one, I spent all my money on my daughter. Number two, I literally looking at these upgrade times. Even if I coin, just threw my credit card on and just start ripping it, it would not do what I would just. It wouldn't touch because I mean, Quick did 18K in gold.
So, guys, man. This is what I'm upgrading my airfield right now, or my hangar. Hellstorm Commander. There you go, guys. Bring back memories or what?
Okay, Doc, let's finish this up. Finish up this stuff, please.
Well, that's it. That's the last piece of the puzzle here. And Bernie closed the thread because of the discussion wasn't supposed to be open there, so he opened another one for it. And I'm not touching that cesspool.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Because I've taken a look at the first page of that thread, and it echoes every opinion that we've addressed on this panel already, as well as a lot of words that shouldn't be used on the forums, if you know what I mean.
Or Discord, which I know what you mean, because never mind. All right. So after serious talks that we just did, I mean, Storm, like I said, we will pat you on the back for your positive stuff that you're doing. And I mean, we talked 11 o'clock at night. I sent you a damn video from I had a screenshot with my phone because somebody's using that damn 3-click or whatever to get across the map in 3 seconds with the heavy. And you answered. And I mean, I'll give you the pats on the back because you are kicking ass. You are. Disappointing. And I was looking forward to this. I really was. Yeah.
We got to be honest. You can't like kiss everybody's ass all of the time, but yeah, they do. It's been tremendous. Storm Chaser and the rest of the War Commander team. They've been very good, but this update, they should have consulted the players before they rolled it out about the times and everything else.
If it wasn't ready and you needed another week to talk to the players, you should have took the week.
Yeah, you even have a focus group on what you guys are planning, and then have a wide variety of players to get their opinion and stuff.
I know you're not looking for no ass kissing. And I'm going to be honest. That's one of the things you told me. You said, call us out on our mistakes. You told me that. And look, you have good content here. Bad times. We like the ideas you're doing. Bad times. We like the idea that you're giving us this new shield. Bad power. Yeah. You guys being absolutely a tremendous group. I got to admit, I'm not used to it. Right now, we would have had Sulaco and wrong thing. They would have turned us off and not even because we talking.
That would be my suggestion.
Would have turned on the show.
That would be my suggestion. Since the preview server is broken, do a focus group.
Yep.
You just pick up some random players, high level, low level, mid level. Get them on there, get their opinions about what you guys are rolling out and what your plans are.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go down the panel, and I want from each one of my panelists to give me a pro and con that they feel this this new CC is bringing. A pro and con. I do want a positive out of each one of you, and there is positives, but I also want the truth. And I'm going to start with Hydra.
Well, on the positive side, it's gonna positive side. I actually kind of like the idea with the War Factor War Factory and the barracks with spawning units.
Okay. Okay, good.
Bad side is I do have to agree
you won't see it for how long?
for a while. I do have to agree with Champ there. There's a major power issue.
Okay.
Okay. Killer B, what do you got?
You are muted.
You are muted because you are causing severe echo. Okay, well, we'll go to Champ. Champ?
What Hydra said about the barracks and the War Factory spawning units, that's pretty cool. The bad side is that, we've beat the dead horses, Skeletor. I think it's in ashes now. But the times, the upgrade times, and the power.
Okay. Killer, what do you got?
Yeah, I know it's twice I've been muted, but I'm not causing the problem.
Yeah, you are, because as soon as we mute you, it goes away.
Plus, I've been watching the thing toggle up and down, and it is you.
It is you, sir. But what do you got? What's your positive and negative?
The positive and the negative. The positive is we always like new upgrades. The negative is there was just so many in the time doing them. I love the War Factory and the barracks. I love the new units. Did we need 5 levels now? No. Give us maybe 1 or 2, and then introduce more levels down, not 5 at once. The same with all the thorium. What are we going to need 51 million thorium? That's more bad news because I got a feeling some heavy shit's coming up, and along with the storage. Thank you for the vault in the space, and thank you for the gold sale because I put 13,000 gold on my account, but I am not going to coin all this upgrades. I'm going to pace myself because we got an event, and I see some future sales like instant gold of shit coming down the road. So I'm going to save it for that. And when I get drunk, I'll probably do some stupid shit too.
Okay. Make sure he doesn't get on drunk.
Yeah. No hanging around with Dr. Phil.
No, I ain't watch it.
No more.
True story.
No spontaneous shows.
All right. So let's go to Iron Hand.
Pretty much what I've had to say has pretty much been said. I like the idea of the upgrades in a way. I don't like the times. I like the idea of the spawning buildings for defense, but it's going to be a long time before I get to see them because my stuff's nowhere near ready for that. The new CC turret, the shield, that's another one. I'm going to be forever waiting to see it. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter, That's about it.
Let me add something to what I said, Roy, about the positive. I'll add another positive. I do like the idea of them putting 5 levels on the armory, and that kind of alleviates the storage issue because right now I got enough tunes to do what I need to do. PvP players, if you're a PvP player, you only need 2 tunes at 2 tunes max to attack a base. If you're, experienced player, and you get the job done pretty easily. So that allows us to store the units that we don't use that often. For me, it'd be hammers, purifiers, shit for events and stuff like that, and I could bring it all back from the armory, put it back in my tunes when needed. Just trade them out. So that's I do like that aspect of the new update too.
Okay. Killer Queen.
Well, let's see. I put 19,000 gold on last night.
Bite me.
Huh?
I said bite me.
Cracked a beer.
And
I played the 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th.
Bastard.
And well, I maxed everything but the armory or the new levels on the power plants or the bunkers because they're just ridiculous to me. Everything else I maxed automatically, but
send me 400 gold and I'll call it even.
I won't max them just because of some fact if I want to do it instantly, the cost for instant on the bunkers, the cost of gold's ridiculous, and you've got to do it 3 times 5. So I won't do that. My pro for this, I think it's really cool having a second bastion. Kind of on the con on that, I kind of wish they would have upped the amount of cores we could hold. That would have been awesome.
That would have been, oh my God, darling, you and I both
issue with that. Storm addressed it earlier on.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I'm giving my pros and cons, so that was just.
But hey, wait a minute. I'll be honest. I want to touch on that before you walk off with it. I don't care if they up the levels now. If they changed it to those days, that will kick fucking ass, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, when they adjust the days of it, it'll be great.
Fucking awesome. That'll be awesome.
Side chat.
Okay. All right, Clayton, go ahead, sweetheart.
And I like the spawns on the Max Barracks and War Factory. That's pretty cool. But my biggest con is just probably overall like everybody's saying, the power and time. I mean, with the fact on the last rollout they did, the War Factory and the barracks had levels already added to them. And this rollout, they add even more. I mean, they just really bottlenecked those 2 buildings for anybody who hasn't got caught up from the previous rollout. I mean, they really did create a bottleneck with it. So that's my biggest con is the times and the bottleneck they created.
Champ, I really can't ban. I'm not going to really kill that. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. Who is he? Never mind. Now I see what you're talking about. God.
Please continue.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I can go to the next person.
Sorry, I was handling some stuff. This might be interesting. Socrates.
Yo, I'm back.
Pros and cons of the new CC.
I haven't really put it to use, but what I'm seeing now with that Phantom test out, I'm really liking it. Yeah, the CC is nice. I like it, but what comes with it is the problem.
Yeah, it looks pretty. That's about it right now.
Okay.
Nobody wants to hit either, so you know.
Nobody can afford it.
Fair statement.
Doc.
Pros. The pros of the CC there are several. Of course, the War Factory spawners that have been the bane of a lot of people's life in some of the old bases. Now you've got them yourself, and they can and will be used by players when and if they can use them. But of course, the selection is a little off at the moment. I'm assuming in the future, because Kixeye are forward thinking, as much of a joke as I find that. More units will more than likely be added, and then more levels will be added on top of that, and the usual stuff will apply. The cons, on the other hand, is the chasm. The divide between one player and another is just going to be incredible. And it's just never going to end. It shouldn't end, but it shouldn't have to be as big as it is.
Storm Chaser, just to rectify what he was saying, what AJ's saying, he said if the anti-missile bastions costing 125 cores, he's talking about bringing it down to 100 cores. That way, each one costs 100 cores and 450 chemicals up. All right, continue, Doc. Sorry.
So, of course, with the spawning buildings is probably the biggest pro that's in that list. The biggest con is the amount of time that it's going to take to even get that far, because as far as I can see from looking at Champ's base, who was maxed prior to this upgrade, he's going to hit the power problem. So as soon as the CC is going to be done, that's going to require some power. And then he's either going to move on to a power plant to stop himself from constantly being in overdrive, or 2 power plants, then move on to the defense lab to make the shield, then do more power plants, then do the shield from 1 through 5 while he's doing that, and then go on to by the time he's got anything done, it's going to be Christmas.
Merry Christmas, champ.
Merry Christmas. You've got your shield, and you've got just enough power to do with it.
Can he light up his Christmas tree yet?
No, that requires another power plant.
That doesn't necessarily go to this update. It goes to that last power update they gave us.
Yeah.
I understand that Kicks I want to make power matter again, because for a while it didn't.
I mean, but like they should give me a little bit of wiggle room between.
No, we really don't want to use overdrive. We really don't want to use overdrive.
So with my missile bastion, I forgot how much power. I think it's like 2,000 or something. Gives me, so I got 98K right now out of 100K with no power plants on overdrive. And just think, if I have a second missile bastion, that's another. So I'm fully maxed, assuming the upgrade on my CC doesn't take any power.
That too.
I think it does, but they should have gave us at least 20,000 space between a fully upgraded base and the maximum power limit. In my opinion, I would be, fine with that.
Oh no, I can 100% agree with that, because you up until today had a maxed base and you were at your limit.
Because you run your overdrive, it gives you an additional 20,000. So that's the amount of space they should have given us.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think, well, any of us bar Socrates doesn't really know the maximum power that a maximum power plant would push out. It could give you that buffer zone, but it also couldn't at the same time. It also depends.
I'm just, and he just asked one thing. If we wanted he asked, do we really, you guys really don't want your stuff on overdrive? No, we really don't want it on overdrive. We would prefer not to be on overdrive. I understand. Okay, we're overdriving. You're upgrading one power plant. You got to overdrive and one other power plant to make up for it. I would understand that. But we don't. If we got 5 power plants running, we don't want, and they're maxed out. We don't want to have to put something on overdrive. No.
Especially if it's by a bunker or an important building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a nice feature, especially if you're an attacker. I get it, but it's not really
something we want to go for if we're defending.
Well, an overdrive bunker,
25,000 power production
for a max. 25,000 for a max one.
The overdrive, if you're old school, the overdrive power plant was automatically a target. You want to reduce the opponent's chance of fighting and hitting you. You want to try to reduce the damage you're going to take. So the power plants, the Go-Go Bar, Defense Lab are your primary targets in the very beginning to try to get rid of those. But to get to them, you got to get rid of those bunkers out of the way, unless you're missiling.
Look, so we understand the blackout. We understand the blackout has that tech now, where it'll turn the power plants on overdrive, and that makes them. But that's what the tech's for the blackout to turn them on. We'd rather have them turned off and let them figure out how to get that blackout in to make it a bomb.
Yeah.
We don't want to have to put it on there for a damn Dina can go in there and snipe and blow up half a damn area. We want them to have to figure out how to get them to turn on and blow up.
One shot from a dry gun and that blackout max is falling out the sky. So
yeah, sharpshooter wipes that shit out. You know?
Well, that reminds me. If we're in the middle of if we're getting our base attacked, do we have the option to turn that power plant in overdrive? We don't.
Nope.
We don't. So if we're getting attacked, some dude comes in there with his Dina, like you said, takes out our tower with a radio tower with the Phantom, the usual shit, and then he starts sniping the power plants with the Dina, and then we go low power. While we're under attack, we should at least have the option, if we feel like it, to turn our power plants in overdrive. That's just an idea I'm throwing out there. What do you guys think?
If you remember way back in the very beginning,
too much lag.
What was it, like 6 years, 7 years ago? You actually used to be able to jump the units in a bunker out of it.
I don't remember that, but then again, I started after you. I just coined more.
Jump your units out of what?
Out of a bunker. You used to be able to pop them out. I mean, that's been. Oh
don't
God, that's
remember that.
I don't
back
remember
in the
that.
very beginning when it came out of when it was in alpha, going out of alpha.
Oh, see, you were here for the beginning. We all know that, but I wasn't. No offense.
Yeah, I was. Matt. It was fun.
Don't you remember that, Doc?
I do, and it was fun.
Yeah, you could jump it out, and if today we would have a sharpshooter that's cloaked, you could jump him out, and you could sneak up behind somebody, and they didn't even know you were out of that bunker, and you're burning their ass from behind.
That's a pretty funny idea. I like that idea because there's a few times they're coming from the other side of my damn base. I'd love to pop that bitch out and get over there and kick his ass.
Well, he's trying to concentrate fire, trying to break through your wall barrier. You're behind shooting his shit, and he doesn't even know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was when we had the medic.
The infiltrator.
Yeah, we had medic, we had the mechanic. You could do all kinds of repairs outside of base. You could go into if you owned a depot, you could put a platoon in a depot and have it repairing.
Oh yeah,
3/4 of the way across the map.
Shit.
That's why they fucking. That's where all the cheaters got fucking caught.
Oh yeah,
there were no cheaters back then.
Fucking repairing and
they were using that shit to exploit the fucking game, man.
No, back in Alpha was closed. Well, end of Alpha, early Beta, that was closed. You could only get in on an invite, and there was no world map.
No, there was no such thing as a world map when it could.
It was one world. Everything. There was no sector. It was one world. It was you were there. Period.
And you just pick a base and go in it.
Yep.
All right. Let's go to Brandy for her pros and cons, please.
I typed it in chat, so I figured y'all forgot about me.
No, I've been trying to get there, but we've just been a little busy.
Who's Brandy?
Right?
How do you forget Brandy?
All right, Brandy, pros and cons.
Pros, tougher CC to destroy. Cons, long upgrades. I'll probably be upgrading until Christmas 2019.
No, because you got
2021.
Yeah, because you got 3 more CCs in the meantime, so you might as well say 2025.
Well, that means to do.
Okay, so there comes down to me. Okay, I got absolutely give pros where they're thinking out of the box, stuff deploying out of the war factory, the bunkers, the towers, the shield is awesome. They've really had some killer ideas. Con, there ain't no fucking way I'm going to fucking try to get all this shit done. There ain't no fucking way. It is insane to think 18 months worth of upgrade times, and we got 3 CCs in those 3 months. So no, I'll just do what I can and hope God I might not even coin any more upgrades. I might just coin my repairs. I mean, this is just insane. Kickside, when I talked Iron out of it this morning, I didn't want to tell him in my head. I was thinking the same thing last night.
Yeah,
I'm still thinking it.
Side note: the Storm Chaser out there for us high corner players that enjoy PvP, we'd rather spend our money on PvP.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about that came across Discord earlier today was, and I touched on it earlier, but this is bugging the shit out of me, and I want everybody to weigh in on it before we get ready to sign off, is they're talking about changing the attack times. There was a discussion of it in Discord. They were talking about taking it from 7 minutes all the way to 10 minutes.
No, negative, Ghost Rider.
Well, let's go down the panel one at a time. We're gonna start with Killa B. Killa, you unmute now. Come on, unmute. I'm gonna kick his ass because as soon as I go to Champ, he's gonna unmute. All right, Champ, go for it.
No, don't change it. You're gonna fuck it up more. Keep it the same. Don't change anything. The 7 minutes is fine. It's plenty of time. No need to fix anything that's not broken.
Agreed. Iron.
I have no problem with the 7 minutes, with the exception of the loading into an attack. That's the only problem area I have with it.
Well, supposedly these walls are going to help that. The new walls are supposedly going to help loading time.
Yeah, but also have the same issue with loading into an attack of a platoon on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have, I've had upwards of a minute plus, almost a minute to try to load in. And I mean, I'm trying to hit and I can't touch a thing. I'm getting sniped left and right and still, you know, I can get in if somebody's attacking me almost instantly. But if I'm attacking them, I spend anywhere from 20 to 40 seconds minimum trying to get in. And I'm running an i7 40 Hyper liquid cooled.
Well, I find it funny. I can look into a DS tune and sometimes within seconds, and then I go look into somebody's buggy and it takes me 30 seconds to see the fucking buggy. It's like, what the fuck? This is the world's longest loading time.
There was something I wanted to ask Storm. There's it's a strange question. The number of battle servers that we actually are all loading into. Is there a reason that some servers are so much faster than the others?
Are you talking PvP or PvE?
PvP.
PvP has to be under a peer-to-peer basis. So if your guy's internet is faster or slower than the other guy, there's going to be some latency. Always.
There's some and there's a lot. And by the way, Tom, I got an i7 computer with 32 gigs of RAM. This computer stays clean. I do not ever download anything on this computer. I use it just for gaming. It has a gaming memory, graphics card. I can't give you all the specs, but I'm telling you, this computer, I paid $2,300 fucking dollars for it. When it takes a minute for a fucking buggy or 30 seconds for a buggy to load, it's not me.
Well, it's like the same thing with mine. I'm running a maxed out Alienware i7 40 Hyper liquid cooled with max RAM and everything else. And internet connection it's strong, real strong. And I end up lagging, and I don't understand why. Yet I can have a level 22 burn me to the ground before I can get him. And I think it's actually he's running an auto click, but I can't prove it. But
what generation? It's only 6 months old, so you tell me. I can look up the specs later, but not at the moment.
6.
Storm Chaser just said, sorry, that's a technical level. I'm not up to speed on that. How about how the battle server works?
That's fine.
Yeah, my internet speed's 100 meg. Oh, actually, it runs usually a little over 100 megabytes per second. So I really don't think it's my problem.
Thank you, Storm.
And Tom is correct. The brand name on the computer doesn't.
Oh no, brand name don't mean shit. I mean, I see people that build a no brand that's.
I don't want to pronounce the guy's name because I'll probably butcher it. I run a 7th gen. I run a 7th gen i7. It is liquid cooled. It is overclocked at 6.7 gigahertz. I have 64 gigs of RAM. I have a 500 gig solid state fucking drive. I have 3 1080 Ti's in an SLI running in my computer. I could run Raw Commander and it would crash on the first fucking load. I have a 250 megabit connection. It has nothing to do with my PC. It has nothing to do with my internet connection. It has something to do with the connection between my provider and Kicksite or wherever Kicksite servers are located.
Roy, share my screen.
Okay. Chip, you're up. Waiting for you to turn your screen share on. Oh!
There you go. That's what I have. Too lazy to tell you what it is.
I love you.
Freaking laptop, man. Yeah. Much back. So, whatever, man. It does well.
32 gigs of internal memory. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good computer, and you get disconnected just about as much as I do, correct?
Yep.
Thing I've been looking at is the gigabit connection.
Gigabit isn't here yet.
Is where I am.
Is where I am.
I want it, but
It is where I am, and I was going to call today, but I ended up waiting too long at some other appointments.
If I ping KickSay, there's 119 millisecond latency.
Hell, god damn, that's too many. I'm only at fucking 2. I'm running at 980 MBs.
Yeah, he's got the good shit too. Look, it's not always us. No matter what people want to say, it's not always us. All right, so
and don't think that location helps either. I live 25 minutes away, and I promise you, there are people across the road with better connection than I have.
Oh yeah, he's probably in bed.
You need fiber optics.
Okay, so let's.
I have fiber,
but you're in the UK. There's a difference.
Exactly.
You're traveling over water.
Killa Queen, sweetheart. What do you think of changing it to 10 minutes?
No. Just no. Keep it simple. No. I can't remember who said it in YouTube, but I agree. If you can't fly to base in 7 minutes, you're a noob.
Yeah, bases go flat in 2 minutes. Fucking 10 minutes? That's unbelievable. No, I don't want to defend for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's too much.
Too much.
Yeah. Sock, what do you say? I know I
Hell no. Hell no.
Dr. Phil, when you were playing, did you want more time attacking?
No.
I don't want that time defending.
The timer has nothing to do with be changed. If you can't flat a PvP base in 7 minutes, don't fucking bother with it.
Bingo.
Well, my thing is
on PvE, on the other hand, if you can't flat that base in 7 minutes and you need extra time, then you take away the one-hit wonders.
Yeah,
take away the one-hit wonders, and then you can go in as many times as you like, and you can hit one building and end attack.
Brandy, what do you think?
I have to agree with Dr. Phil's final thought.
like we did in the old days. You wouldn't go bull rush a fucking tune with a platter fucking phalanx unless you're Socrates, who does that anyway.
Hell no.
That's not the point. I mean, if you're going to go in, you do it piece by piece. You get yourself a foothold and you come in and smash the shit out of it. And you take very little damage, if and you take any damage at all. If you need to take damage, or you have to take damage, or you have to sacrifice something to take damage, that's an acceptable tactical practice.
Yeah,
they do it in war simulations, they do it in war games, they do it in every fucking war game that I've ever played and ever will play, and they do it in the bloody military.
Dag just made a good point in the.
And I was going to touch on it too. Go ahead.
He just made a good point in the YouTube chat. 10 minutes gives a fucking a guy to hold his fucking base for 10 minutes while he's going out and destroying the sector. And so that's just going to add another fucking exploitation.
And then look, the cooldown's 10 minutes. So guess what's going to happen? He's going to ride that hold right onto his new bubble, and we can't do shit.
It's just a triple-edged sword. Do you want to be defending for 10 minutes? Like, come on, how much units do you have?
Well, my thing is, why do you need 10 minutes? If you are able, you're allotted 5 hexes to bring 5 tunes. And if you can't get something done in 7 minutes with 5 tunes, if you want to go hard like that, I don't know why you're playing, to be honest.
A couple people said earlier, if you can't get a base flat in 7 minutes, you're a noob in the first place. And I agree with that 100%.
That's me. I'm a noob.
Well, you don't go to a base with a buggy and think you're going to take it out with air. I'm sorry. So if that's how you go into your fight, well, then if you don't flat it in 7 minutes, well, you went ill prepared.
You might catch them with a good phantom rush.
Tom, that's not a good idea. Cooldown should not be 12 hours because then these bitches will just sit there and ride out their bubbles till their time runs out, and PvP will even go slower. So screw that. Right now, the only thing I think they should do is turn the cooldown to 15 instead of 10 and just let us have a good time. But that's just my opinion, which means very little around here lately, it seems like. But all right, so at this point, I think we've been on here. We beat Storm Chaser pretty bad. I do apologize for that. So we're going to I know you don't, Doc. But we're going to give our shout-outs. Get the hell out of here.
Can I just say a couple of things before you do go for a shout-out?
Okay, Doc. I'll be nice.
I promise I won't take long.
Dr. Phil's final thoughts.
The final word.
To be continued.
Don't start that shit, you. All right. I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I mean, I've been often on shows for the last couple of months. I've been on some shows and on Roy's show a fair bit in the last few weeks, at least. I've seen the kind of shit that Kixeye have been trying to do. The new team, Storm Chaser, has been here every bloody week. I have answering as much shit as he can, trying to put as many things into. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? Putting things in their place, putting pieces of the jigsaw together, as best he can. Even when he didn't know the answer, he said he didn't know the answer. He didn't make up some kind of fucking technical jargon bullshit to try and put us off the chase.
Yeah, like, didn't blow smoke up anybody's ass.
No smoke. There is no smoke at all. And what I can say with everything that he's trying to do so far, him and the team, or him, the new War Commander team, or the B team, or the C team, or whoever they fired or shifted off somewhere else, and engaged his poor bastard to clean up somebody else's mess. He's done a fairly good job. He's communicative, and for as long as that happens, things will start to go fairly well. I think so. And if they do go well, then great. And the game will continue for however long it continues. And the bitching will still happen. The bitching will always still happen. Something will happen that somebody don't like. As long as the Legion doesn't come back out, everybody will be fine. We don't need another Legion night. We don't need another Legion night. We had it once before. It got a lot of people banned from the forums, and it did a lot of shit. It pissed us off, and it pissed Kixeye off. And that's one thing that we don't need. But I'm dragging up old shit because it was funny, and I wanted to sort of end it on a lighter note. But these guys are critical. I'm critical. I'm overly critical because it's the kind of person I am. I'm an analyst. I always have been, I always will be. I'll look at numbers, I'll look at personality, I'll look at the way the game is. And overall, one of the classic phrases that I have said so many times, my opinion of Kixeye is so low that you have to work very hard to disappoint me. And I still maintain that. My opinion of Kixeye is still pretty fucking low. And you've bumped it up a notch, but it's not enough to make me want to, I want to go play again. It really isn't. And I don't think it ever will. And whoever asked you for the Omega Legion, I'm going to say it right now, is a moron. And that, and pass it over to Roy to do the last bit of the show.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
Just to leave. I have a really weird idea. Can we have a Legion that waves a flag surrendering?
Oh, that flag's already been waved. That Legion's better.
What's it going to be? French?
Doesn't matter. Any flag will do.
Deploy the Legion. Run away.
He says he's going to keep working on you, Doc.
The only way you could work on me is if I accidentally received a large donation.
No, well, you said you're going to take the challenge and try going through the event at least once. I'm holding you to that, Doc.
I was sober as well. I can't get away with that one.
I'm going to hold it to him. I'm telling you right now.
Plus, you got witnesses, hon.
And it's live on a show, so you're screwed, and more screwed.
Double shit.
All right, so let's go down the panel, get our shout outs, get the hell out of here. Let's Storm try getting some sleep. Killer, you back yet? 3, 2, 1. Champ, go ahead.
I guess you guys and the panel and Storm Chaser out there, all the guys on YouTube. This has been the most disliked show you've run so far, I think.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
So I mean, it's been a total bitch fest. I have to admit.
I made it even. I put 1 like.
Yeah, we've been bitching a lot. So, but there's a lot to bitch about. But at the same time, there's a lot to kick their War Commander and their team props about for what they're doing. So, but I'll just go with the flow and fucking take it easy, man. It's like I don't want to spend my money on this shit, but I probably am next week. But I hope they keep that gold sale going till next week. By the way, Storm Chaser, talk to your guys in the department, whatever department that is. Hit.
Somebody is just logging into different accounts and disliking us, and I guarantee it's one of the guys we banned. And you know what? I don't give a rat's ass. I'm the only one that sees the logistics, and you think you give a shit? I tell you, the last time I looked at the logistics was like a month ago.
No, you guys you put on a good show. Everybody gave their opinions. We're out there, and we're I mean, us on the show here on the panel on the YouTube, we're just a very small part of the community. There's thousands of other players out there. So let's all fucking continue to give our, constructive criticism. Try, myself, I'll try to do without cuss words.
Fuck off. All right.
Yeah, they're overall, man. The new team on War Commander Kicksat, the War Commander Kicksat team, they're doing a pretty good job. I love the communication with those guys. So good job.
All right, Killer, I see you're back. Give your shout out, sir.
Yep. I was here. I was on a phone call, and I thought that opinion thing was the last. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to panel. And especially big shout out to Storm, because I know people fed a lot of shit at you, and it's kind of tough.
Yeah, we're kind of hard on him.
Yep. Well, and he kind of takes it with a grain of salt. And the people out there still watching, if you dislike, put a reason why you disliked. If it's because we were bitching, put a reason why. And I don't know if the reason was because we were doing too much bitching or you just didn't like the show. I don't like a lot of this stuff. I think it was a lot of timely upgrades. But guess what? It's a matter of fact. We're going to continue playing the games. I fed a lot of money. Thank for the gold sale. But I am not going to instantly coin this up. I'm going to maybe do half and half or wait till they have other special sales. But Kixeye, I think this was a little bit too much for us. But that's just my opinion. That's all.
Okay, Iron.
Well, I just want to, I keep saying I want to thank Storm and his team. I would not want to be a coder. I would not want to have to try to deal with what they've got to deal with on a daily basis. There's a lot of stuff I'm not happy about, but hey, that's all part of life. You got to learn to live with it. You got to deal with it. I'm going to try to get on with where I'm at. But I want to thank everybody on the panel, everybody on YouTube, and Storm and his development team. I also know that he's talking with the customer support people, trying to work out
what the fuck went wrong over there.
Well, that's not even in his department, but he's still trying to be an intermediary for us, and he's busting his ass trying to help us. And got to give him total props for it. And that's it for me.
Okay. According to AJ, it's all Bernie's fault. LOL.
Bernie's fault? What did Bernie do?
Who knows?
Who knows? But he just got thrown under the bus.
Bernie was on vacation. That's what happened.
That's what happened. That's it. All right. So let's go to Miss Queen.
Shout out to the panel. Made it in late. I had a nice steak dinner. I fell asleep afterwards.
Wait a minute. Now she's bragging about gold and steak? I'm going to kick her in the ass after this show.
I've got a steak in the fridge for tomorrow night.
I got one in the fridge, too.
I had a steak for lunch.
So I fell asleep. That's why I was late. But glad I made it to be on, hang out with you guys and gals. YouTube, always good seeing you all here. Storm Chaser, bless your heart. You've been up, I know, definitely since 2:45 in the morning, because I hit you up in Discord PM saying, what in the world are you doing up? But
that man did not sleep. We're going to burn him out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I got him at 8 o'clock this morning, my time. So I happened to message. I didn't think he'd be there. And he responded back in no time flat.
Oh, I know. At 11 o'clock, a couple nights ago, right before the DMCC, We got a hacker in sector. I sent them a video from my phone, which, oh my God, I forgot to edit out the sound, which was even funnier. And I sent it to him anyways, but I wasn't expecting him to actually reply, and he did.
Oh, and snakes, as far as it goes, the snakes my wife likes, they're still mooing, walking around.
Oh, that's nasty.
Hell no, that's good.
That's good.
That's fucking nasty, man. You guys are sick.
All right, Miss Queen.
What are we on?
Just everybody have a great weekend. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Finish up your work week. If you work over the weekend, sorry about your bad luck. Take a holiday.
Unless you get time and a half.
Wrong.
But yeah, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. The kids are back to school, so enjoy it.
Do we get to hide Killer Queen's bat?
Maybe. Socrates, your shout out, sir. I think he finally fell asleep. I know he was pushing his luck.
I'm here.
I'm
back.
Your shout out, sir.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody that watched the show today and got some information. And see you next time. Thank you, Kixai. Woo, my girlfriend is pissed.
Doc, you're up, sir.
Of course, shout out to you guys. Shout out to most of the YouTube chatters. Of course, Storm, if you would like somebody to bounce formula ideas off, come talk to me. I'll give you some decent numbers. But of course, everything happens with me. There is going to be a service fee because there always is.
I still get the bill once a month. Thank you.
You always will.
Cost of acquisition rule. Dr.
Rule
Phil.
acquisition number 13. Anything worth doing is worth doing for money. One of my favorite ones.
They're all your favorite because they involve money.
Some of them are a little bit more misogynistic than they should be.
Like number 1 or number 2? And number 3.
No, rule of acquisition 112. Females and finances don't mix.
No, that's just the truth.
No,
I can't say that my girlfriend is my accountant.
No, I mean the Dr. Phil rules 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, you want my rules?
Yes.
You don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with what's mine, and you don't fuck with my friends, or I'm going to put my foot in your ass.
Like I said, 1, 2, and 3. Dr. Phil's primary rules first.
Of
Then
course.
acquisition rules.
My man knows me.
Okay, so Miss.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Miss Brandy.
Well, thank you for the panel for showing up tonight. And you know we've had some crossovers, some change outs, some dropouts, and some who offended way too much, but it was still funny. Storm Chaser. Actually, I'm just so fucking tired. I just want to get out of here. Storm Chaser, thank you for listening for this whole time. Sorry for the rambling, but we're actually trying to give you our honest thoughts, and hope you take it to heart, and hope some of it wasn't too personal, but at the same time, we're just an average player, just like anybody else is. Some of us coin more than others, but it's been a pleasure, and hope to see you next time.
All right, so that brings it to me.
I got one thing to say real quick.
All right, but then I'm going to start kicking people out of here.
Quit shaming coiners. Coining is a choice. If you don't like it, deal with it. People choose to coin. Get over it. Get over it. Just get over it. People coin. It happens. It's inevitable. You either coin or you don't.
Better than that, Killer Queen, the easiest thing to say is they want to play a free-to-play game. Somebody's got to pay the bill. Somebody's got to turn the lights on and pay the coders and everybody else there.
Okay. I've touched on this before.
Killer
and I'm
Queen.
going to repeat myself, which is something I hate doing. If you're going to coin, that is your choice. It is not a pay-to-play game. It is not a subscription model game. It is a free-to-play game. You can play this game for free for as many years as you bloody well like. But it's the guys that pay the money and the investors that invest in the company that keep the fucking lights on. The coiners don't cry. In fact, it's the guys that don't coin that complain more than the guys that do.
I'll never get this shit done. I'm going to quit and then leave. They leave. They don't even freaking, it's part of the game, guys.
I actually hardly coin, and I barely said anything throughout the entire show.
Yeah, it's coining.
I'm just going to coin my
save lives.
I'm going to pull Tom straight up. I'm going to call him Tom because I don't want to pronounce his fucking first name because I'll butcher it for the second time. Of course, everything. You pay a price on something when it comes out, and then it gets cheaper over the time. You buy a $200 TV, and then 2 years down the line or 6 months down the line, that TV is now $100. Do you go back to the store with your $200 TV and demand a refund for it? No, because they'll turn around and tell you to fuck off.
You pay
that
the
is
price.
exactly what
we're done with
to
this.
the people.
We're done with this. Moving on. I'm going to do my shout out, so everybody relax. Here's the deal, guys. I got to give a shout out to Storm Chaser. I mean, not only did we hammer you and give you the honest goodness facts, you asked for us to call you out when one commander makes mistakes. And not only did you step up and sit there and take it, you honestly gave us your opinion.
His name is Tomika.
And you really just completely explained your points, and I think you saw a lot of our points. But here's the thing, guys. I don't speak just for me. I speak for the lowers too, because I constantly am working for with these lowers. I got a brand new guy in my clan today. Iron and I were going through his entire account, working side by side in a hangout, showing, hey, do this, don't do that. You need Thor for this. Let's get him some Thor. That's what my clan does. We spend a lot of time getting them bigger, badder units. That way, when fights do happen, you can ask Sock. We jump right in the middle of this shit because everybody's stronger. So I look at it in general. If they increased our upgrade times, that means we're bitching about 25 days on the one end. Imagine where they're at. They got 25 plus whatever the hell it is just to get up to our level now. It's just the gap got so big. It's not us the fact that it's going to cost the money. It's the fact that to get to A to B is just too big. So once again, I do want to say thanks for coming out. I'm just trying to understand that we're upset. But it's my views. It's my opinion. This show's all about opinion. I think you just saw everybody's opinion is freaking the fuck out.
I'm not freaking the fuck out. Shut up.
Really? Power plant boy?
Bro, I'm gonna go fucking fuck your base up and destroy your power plants.
You're gonna hit just my power plants? They're on overdrive just for you.
He wants the candy under your CC.
Champ's freaking out because his beer's running low. He's got to get
That's what it really is.
He sent me a message too.
Get that man a Snickers.
Look, on that note, guys, like and subscribe, dislike, I don't care. I'm the only one that sees the numbers, but it's all about just trying to get with the community and say, hey, this is not working for us.
Hey, let me add something. Storm Chaser, if you want to add something really cool to a go-go bar upgrade, have a stripper come out and offer us.
Oh, Dag already said the same damn thing. You and Dag are on the same page.
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. I like that.
Just have someone roll out a keg of beer or something.
That'd be cool. All right, so on that note, we're going to try to get out of here. I just really want you guys to understand, it's not just I'm bitching because I can't afford the coin. I'm bitching what the hell the lower's going to do. These lowers are so damn screwed. The time they get up to my level now, we're going to be, flying in space with freaking God knows what?
Well, honestly, I had a friend that wanted to start trying out this game, and I'm thinking about telling him that he needs to wait until he gets his inheritance later on this year before he even tries.
The gap's just crazy. But on that note, guys, we're going to get the hell out of here. Let everybody know, like and subscribe to our YouTube. Dislike if you want. Hey, you know what? That's your opinion. You're right. Comment below, though. I would love to know why you didn't like the show, aside from me timing you out about 3 times or so. So like and subscribe. Go to our page. I'm always posting what Kickside tells us, screenshots, whatever we could get out. We always try to post and get you guys that information. And
I'm going to answer him.
Yeah, don't send nothing to Killer, because he might just tell you to shut up. All right, guys, we're out of here. Have a good night. Be safe.